some of those first year scholarships, some are for all 4 years, given that you meet certain requirements, like a specific GPA, for example. But some of those scholarships, they may legitimately only be for a year.
Incoming freshman, first year transfer.
Right.
So they call that kind of like front-loading scholarships.
Front-loading scholarships.
And it happens. It's actually, you just have to know what you're signing up for. And you have to understand what you're signing up for. I don't want to say getting free money is a bad thing. It's not. But if you are really like, you and your parents, you or whoever's helping you pay for college or yourself are counting on a $4,000, $12,000, whatever it is, scholarship because you got it from that school, I would be having a conversation with financial aid of like, what are my eligibility options for my next year?
Yeah.
Like, are these renewable, like you said?
Yeah, can I be covered?
Because it gets tricky because what if you get to year 3 or 4? You invested the time.
Right. I'm with you. I had a specific scholarship that was only good for a certain amount of credits. And because I knew that I had that 120 credit maximum for that to which that scholarship could be applied, I made sure I graduated within a certain amount of time because I did not want to have to pay an additional semester without knowing that that scholarship was going to cover the cost. I mean, sometimes you just have to do that research and really plan out as far as advanced as you can, because you might be in the situation where, hey, I need to take 3 more classes. That's going to be an additional semester. My scholarship or my aid didn't cover that, so I might have to go out of pocket or get financial aid in some different places that I initially didn't intend to go to.
And I had the same thing. I had a 5-year planned program.
5 years, yeah.
But it was a planned program, and I had a scholarship that I could get for 4 years. And it was a little bit confusing for me to understand that concept because I'm like, well, the program is planned for 5 years, and I'm getting, why can't I just like keep getting? No, it's just renewable for that amount of time.
Exactly.
So it gets a little tricky when you're looking, that was an outside scholarship as well. It wasn't even awarded through my school. So it's really important to look at how your scholarships work. And then I guess the other tricky thing too is, especially if you're just starting out, if you get a scholarship, how is that going to affect your financial aid?
Oh yeah. We've heard about scholarship displacement, which is something that happens, and there's a lot of debate on, what should someone's scholarships be applied to. Should it be attacking the loan? Should it be attacking the institutional scholarships? But could you explain scholarship displacement to the folks who may be wondering what is that and how could that impact them?
So this is kind of confusing to understand. But technically, the financial aid office is only able to award you financial aid, no matter what that is. So federal, state, institutional, including grants and scholarships. And that's considered your financial aid award. And they can only award you up to your cost of attendance. If you get an outside scholarship that they're not aware of, or they are aware of, they're going to look to make adjustments to make sure they can take that scholarship without over awarding you beyond that cost of attendance. So and sometimes outside scholarships the school doesn't know about. So you get your financial aid award letter, then you get an outside scholarship for say $10,000. Maybe you don't even know you want it. Because with even things like scholarshippoints.com, we give away scholarships every month. So you could already have your financial aid award letter.
That is true.
You could already be enrolling in school, getting ready to start the term, and here you go. You won the $10,000 scholarship. Now they have to make room for it because your cost of attendance is hit. Now, not every school has a policy that's not in favor of the student, so I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But with scholarship displacement, the idea of it, the negative policies or the ones that could harm a student is the school looks to reduce things like institutional aid first before they start making adjustments to maybe how much you borrowed in student loans. So are you going to be paying any more out of pocket? Not technically, because your cost of attendance is covered. But it could be the difference of, having an institutional award reduced, but you're still borrowing maybe $2,000 in loans.
Right.
And that is still going to be you're still going to owe that $2,000. The more favorable thing to do is to reduce the student's loans first.
Yeah.
Have that be private loans, federal loans, whatever type of loan the student has accepted their financial aid award. The favorable policy is to allow that outside scholarship to reduce the need to borrow and leave the other financial aid alone as much as you can.
Yeah.
But we have seen instances, it's the school's policy, it's their decision to essentially displace scholarships or maybe institutional aid, which isn't the most favorable thing, especially if they're not reducing loans at all. But you got to call and ask.